Hello and welcome to Fluffy. I thought I'd give you a little combo video showing you the amazing combo system which is in Guild Wars 2. It's great fun and it's a great way to team up with your friends and use your abilities together to create bigger and better things. So first of all, combos, basically you would have seen them. What happens is you put down some AoE and someone shoots into something or shoots it through it and suddenly you're getting all these little hearts pop up and combo. So what does it mean and how does it work? Firstly, every AoE you put down creates a field. Now this is the big thing. The fields define what happens when your friends start doing stuff inside your AoE. The fields are dark, ethereal, fire, ice, light, lightning, poison, smoke, and water. So all of these cause different types of effects when using the finishers inside them. And we're going to look at the Mesmer for this. Now the way you check what skill does what finisher is if you look on your skill, you will see a little grey and white heart with combo finisher next to it, and it will tell you what type of combo finisher it is. Now like with the fields, each AoE has a type of field it will produce. Each skill, or a lot of the skills, have a different type of combo finisher they produce. So for example, there are Blast, Leap, Projectile and Whirl. Now a blast finisher is normally a big explosion, a leap finisher is normally some kind of leap you do, a projectile is obviously something you shoot or travels through the air towards someone, and whirl is one of those awesome things that warriors and hunters and people with axes do when they're angry. How does it affect your fields? As a Mesmer, I was putting down Chaos Storm quite a lot with my staff and realising that I was getting lots of combos and didn't understand how that was working. The field starts the combo. When you put down the AoE, and we'll look at the ethereal one because that's what the Mesmer uses. If I put down a Chaos Storm, it will be an ethereal field, and suddenly everyone else around me will be able to use that to help the group and to damage and to help themselves. So how it works is, say for example, there is a elementalist who is using the comet skill, which calls down a big icy comet from the sky, and that's a blast finisher, that skill right there. So what happens is they call it down inside my Chaos Storm, and that will then give everyone in the area who's around us Chaos Armor. So that's really cool. So it kind of splashes out Chaos Armor to all our allies. Now, if we have a Guardian who uses a leap, say a leap of faith, into my Chaos Storm, he will gain Chaos Armor. If we have a thief who decides to unload their pistols in the face of someone through my Chaos Storm, that target will gain Confusion. So if a warrior walks into my area of effect, my Chaos Storm, and uses his Whirl finisher, which would, in this case, let's just pick one, which is Cyclone Axe, this will then shoot out bolts of confusion, which will then cause a condition confusion on our enemies. So you can see how this can be used in a lot of different ways, and you can tell there are a good few fields which will then cause different types of things. We kind of know how it works now, and I'm just going to read some off to you so you can kind of get an idea. So someone puts down a lightning field, for example, in an AoE effect. This will then cause, if someone does a blast finisher within this, it will give everyone swiftness. If someone does a leap finisher, it will cause a dazing strike. If someone does, their projectiles through it, then that will cause vulnerability on the target. And the whirl will cause brutal bolts. So you can see how there are a lot of different ways you can play with these combos. And I will link you to the place where you can find out all about them. But a lot of them will be very interesting. I mean, like one of the interesting ones I can see a very good use for straight away is if you look at the water field. Now what happens with that, the blast finisher is an area healing effect. So that's kind of like, healings are very low on the list of things that happen in Guild Wars 2, because obviously they tried to break away from the healing and tanking and all that kind of stuff. So trying to figure out different ways to be able to buff and to buff people's health up again and keep people fighting and stuff is a great way of doing it. And this here, so basically you could use a water field and then drop a blast finisher into it, and you'd actually heal a load of people in the area. A leap would heal the person who was leaping into it. Any projectiles would cause regeneration on the person shooting the projectile through it. And the whirl finisher would cause healing bolts, which is kind of cool. So that means you'd be able to shoot around a load of bolts out to your allies to heal them. So it's really interesting the way that these combo fields work and the way that they can actually affect your groups and the way you play together. Thanks for watching, guys. It's a really short video. I hope it clarified some things and gave you a lot of ideas that you can then use and take into the Beta Weekend 3, which is happening this weekend, and also onwards into release, which is very exciting. Please subscribe if you want to get further updates of our channel. We also would love to have a comment from you to see what you think and see if you're looking forward to these abilities, or which ones would you like to see, or which ones have you seen used and found really useful. That'd be really kind of cool. Okay, guys, thanks a lot again. Bye bye.